Hello, today I'll be reviewing the Direct Action Dragon Egg Backpack. It's a relatively new backpack. It's about 25 liters, and I've been carrying it for 2 weeks now. And I have to say I'm incredibly impressed. It's a very, very high quality pack, very well made, very well put together. It's made with genuine 500 denier Cordura fabric, all YKK zippers, great hardware, so very, very well put together. Stitching is flawless. Very, very impressed with the company overall. So I've done a review of the Ghost backpack and also very impressed with that. Check that one out. So here we go. The front, as you can see, has their new laser cut MOLLE system, and it's a much more low profile way to attach various pouches than the standard MOLLE webbing loops. It's kind of a neat looking design, and it's very, very rugged. It feels like at least 2 layers of the Cordura fabric sewn together with these laser cut holes, and each row has some stitching above and below each one of the little slits for attaching that gives it a little bit more reinforcement. But even without that, I feel like nothing could possibly rip these. They're very, very tough, and the laser treatment obviously does something to not cauterize, but to seal off the loose ends or frayed ends of the fabric. So very, very rugged system, and I feel like it's much more low profile than the standard MOLLE webbing. Very neat looking, very impressed with it so far. Excuse me. It's a little bit harder to attach pouches initially, but once you get used to it, it's really no big deal, especially if you're using something like the Blackhawk speed clips. Can't say enough good about the new attachment system. So moving on to the front of the pack at the top here, this is the Ranger Green color, by the way, which I consider to be closer to Maxpedition's foliage. It's a little bit more, I don't know, it has more red in it, I think, than the foliage, but foliage pouches look fine on this pack. Very little color difference. And you can see this is a foliage green tack clip, and it's, I don't know if the lighting is good enough to show what the color looks like, but it's very similar. Anyway, under the front of the pack, we have a standard morale patch sized Velcro here, so you can attach patches or name tape whenever you want. Above that, we have a microfiber lined pocket that goes all the way down to the bottom edge of the Velcro here, so it's big enough for, I can fit my Galaxy S4 in here, no problem. You could put glasses, goggles, whatever you want, and it's, as I said, it's lined with this tri-coat material or microfiber cloth, so it's not going to scratch anything. It's a great feature. I like being able to just throw my phone in there and my glasses if I need to. Along the outside edge of the pack, there are 2 rows of webbing. There's a wide row here, and there are 3 sewing points. So you've got these places you can clip things to. Under this one runs the compression cable or compression strap. You can put it over if you want, but it comes underneath. I think that makes the most sense. And then on the outer edge, you've got what looks like 1/2-inch webbing. Excuse me, that's bunched up and sewn into these attachment points here. And I've got the carabiner on this one here. I was planning on using these to weave some shock cord to make, excuse me, an attachment point to put a jacket or helmet. I'll do that later on and see how that works out. So it's very nice having all these various places you can clip things onto. I generally clip stuff outside my pack all the time, so I like having that feature. Moving on further into the pack, we have the admin section. This is a very, very nicely set up admin pouch. It's also very spacious. I've got first aid kit in here, my camera. You can actually fit a full-size 32-ounce Nalgene in the bottom here, so it zips up just fine. So on the main part of the admin section, we've got, let's see if I can see this here. We've got a padded pocket here that I've got my Magic Mouse in. It's also big enough to fit my Galaxy S4. On this side, you've got another pouch here. It's not padded, but it's got this little retaining strap. I'm assuming it's made for radio or something with an antenna, but I keep my little solar charger in there. And then there's a slip pocket right here that goes down to the bottom of these pouches. I have my checkbook in there. There's a zippered mesh pocket here that I keep a hard drive in. It's a good size for a hard drive, phone, or some other hardware. And you've got 3 pen slots here, and they're large enough to take this little screwdriver that I've got. It's got a pen. It would hold a full-size Sharpie. And behind that is another slip pocket. It goes all the way to the bottom again, the same length as where it goes to the same point at the bottom as this other slip pocket here. And inside there's a little key clip. And this is secured with Velcro. Excuse me. On the front flap, there's a little mesh pocket here. It's only about 4 inches deep or so, maybe 6 inches wide, but it's good enough for some smaller cables, some charging cables, whatever you throw in there. And again, I don't know if you can see this, but this pocket is very voluminous. And like I said, you can fit a full-size 32-inch Nalgene in there. Very great setup. Right. Moving on to the main compartment. Here's the aforementioned shock cord. Sorry, I meant to empty this before doing the review, but this has an elasticized pocket here that will take a 15-inch laptop. I can fit my MacBook Pro in there just barely. It's secure enough. It doesn't go all the way to the bottom, so there's no risk of damaging it when you set the pack down hard against the ground. But it won't take anything larger than a 15-inch MacBook Pro comfortably. Here we have the hanging system for the bladder. It's just a simple side release buckle with a 3 or 4 inch strap here. It should hold basically anything that you want to put in there. I've got a little light hanging from it now. Excuse me. On the front side we have another mesh pocket, and in here I just have some emergency supplies, some like medication and so forth. Moving along to the top of the pack is one of the really cool features, this woven paracord handle. It's just awesome. I think it's about 2 meters worth of paracord. It's a double run. It's two cores, 2 strands. So it gives you quite a bit of paracord if you ever need to break it down. You've got some emergency cordage, and it's a very, very comfortable handle. Really cool design. Really like it. I wish they'd used it for all their packs. It's on the Dust and the Dragon Egg. The Ghost has a regular woven fabric handle, which is fine. I really like the paracord. And then there's a couple of D-loops, D-rings on either side that you can glue things to. And my absolute favorite feature of this pack is the side pocket. You've got these compression straps here and here. If you undo the buckle on the side pocket, there's a little Velcro tab holding it shut, so it tucks nicely out of the way. Let's see if you can see that in the profile here. It's almost not even visible. But then you can open it up, and if you unzip this, this will actually accommodate a 32-ounce Nalgene. Awesome feature. I love these pockets. These are just an incredible design. I wish more manufacturers would use this. If you don't want to use the side pocket, it just tucks out right out of the way, zips up, and it's like it's not even there. And you have this 5x3 matrix of Moly, the same laser cut as the front. If you want to attach something to that, you can. In the back, we have this very well padded section here. It's an air channel. Very thick, beefy padding. It's, I don't know, about 1/2 inch thick with a nice space here. And there's a non-removable, what feels like an HDPE frame sheet that provides some rigidity and helps the pack keep its shape when it's empty, which is another great feature. It makes it very comfortable. It's flexible enough to contour to the shape of your back without losing its structural integrity. Very nice setup. Just about the right amount of rigidity for this size pack and how much you're generally going to carry in a 25+ liter pack. So excellent design. The shoulder pads, these are the most padded of all the 3 backpacks they offer. And they attach directly to the top of the pack up here. And they have an elastic loop here and a regular webbing loop here for routing hoses and whatnot. D-loop, a removable adjustable sternum strap, and of course the standard side release buckle here if you want to detach the strap quickly to get the pack off. Another great feature of this pack, all of the webbing loops, all the extra webbing, have these little retention system hook and loop closures. So it's just a simple tab of hook and loop that you can use to keep this from having too much extra and hanging around and being general pain. It's a very nice setup. And every strap that you can loosen has those. So you can really manage the straps well on this and have it not look like you've got spaghetti hanging from the pack. The very back has another pocket here, and this is designed for either a bladder or a small laptop. I've got my Chromebook in here right now, and it actually is padded. It's pretty decently padded, so I don't worry about what's back here getting damaged. It's a nice setup. And it probably won't take a 15-inch laptop, but I've fit a 13-inch MacBook Pro in there with no problem. And then moving toward the bottom of the back, there's a 1-inch webbing waist belt here. I haven't ever used it. I just keep it back there in case, you know, I take this for a hike or something. But I generally don't have enough in here in terms of weight to necessitate using a waist belt. It carries perfectly comfortably without that, with these nice padded shoulder straps, especially the way these S-shaped straps contour. It makes it very comfortable. So overall, a fantastically comfortable pack. Really happy with it. And I think that's about it. I'm sure I've missed some feature on here, but we've tried to cover everything. So hopefully you'll get an idea of what this pack is all about. I can't recommend this company enough. They're very, very high quality, very well made. Oh, one other thing I should mention: there's a routing port on the top here for your hydration hose if you choose to use that. To set up in this pack. So again, Direct Action, Dragon Egg, awesome pack, awesome company. Very excited to see what they'll come out with again in the future. But definitely recommend this pack for a good medium-sized, day-sized EDC pack. It's hard to beat at the price point. I think it's around $150 US. So given the quality materials and the quality of workmanship, it's a deal at the price they're offering it for. So check them out. Good stuff. Take care. Thanks for watching.